they getting a guy who can do it all on the field. So someone who's gonna bring that winning culture to the team, someone who's gonna make plays on a consistent basis and make his teammates better.
Stan Becton back with another episode of HBCU Next, hosted on the NightStand. And today's guest is Xavier Smith from Florida A&M University, fresh off of the HBCU Legacy Bowl. He's been all the rave. Now he joins me here on HBCU Next. Xavier, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So we're going to start right there at that HBCU Legacy Bowl. So you're coming off arguably the best week of anybody who was down there that entire week. 4.340, offensive MVP. So just take me through how you prepared for that before any of that accolades and all the performance came. How did you prepare for that?
So I was training down in Tampa, Florida at the Trench Academy, and every day just working on speed, working on technique, and just staying low through my drive phase and then running hard. So also training with Lamarck Brown with wide receiver work, just getting in and out of my breaks smoothly and as fast as possible. So that's really where it just started at, just honing in on my techniques and then just taking it out to the combine and trying to perfect it.
So then take me through that game. So, of course, during the game, it was a lot of hype around you during the game, but then you also scored the game's only touchdown. So take me through not only just the entire game, but also take me through that play. It was a double move, if I'm right.
Right. So just the coaches we've been preparing, we've been practicing hard. Just the first part was just learning the plays, learning the formations, and trying to get everything down. And once I learned the formations, just relaxing, sticking to what I've been doing consistently my whole career. And now it's just time to play football. So, on that play, coach called the double move, and I just wanted to make sure I sold the slant before I broke back up to the go. So really just like I said, just staying true to who I've been this whole time and, being confident in my skills and my abilities to perform.
Yeah, and you got some great reviews from even professional athletes. I know you probably saw that Steve Smith had a whole segment on you on NFL Network after the performance that weekend. So who's some athletes that you kind of looked up to growing up in the NFL, and who are some athletes that you patterned your game after? I know I've heard the comparisons of Steve Smith after he did that. People were like, oh, he does play a little like Steve Smith. So who do you pattern your game after?
So me just growing up, I always watched Michael Vick and Chris Johnson. Those guys, they were electrifying, and then also Barry Sanders as well. So just watching those guys were electrifying with the ball in their hands and the things that they could do, the ways that they could make people miss. Man, for me, it was amazing. It was like, one day I want to do that. So just growing up watching those guys, it gave me that insight on what to do when I got the ball. So now today, I would say there's a few players I'm out of my game after just, different aspects that they bring, the versatility. So, Devontae Adams with his route running ability, I love the way he could, get off the press and just run routes at a high level. Deebo Samuel with his versatility, he's like that Swiss Army knife where you can move him around, you can get him in the backfield. No matter what, you just try to get the ball in his hands. But Tyreek Hill is just his speed, the way he puts fear in defenders, just running by those guys on a daily basis and attacking those guys with speed at a high velocity. And then lastly is Lamar Jackson, just the excitement he brings with the ball in his hands.
I got to say, a lot of people you just said, fast.
Right.
Y'all got something in common right there, fast. Right. Yeah. Would you say your speed is your biggest strength, or what would your biggest strength be in your game?
for me, I don't really feel like I have a big strength just because I'm that versatile guy where I feel as though everything goes together, everything goes hand in hand with the way I play on the field. So, route running ability, being able to be fast and run by guys, getting out of my breaks, create separation, and just being able to have the ball in my hands and make things happen when I got it. So for me, I don't really feel like there's a strength that's bigger than the other. I just feel like it all goes together hand in hand.
So now I want to go back from that preparation process back to the Florida A&M season. So of course you guys had a lot going on to start the season, and the season didn't end how you guys wanted. You guys didn't get that playoff bid. But tell me how you as a leader were able to guide the team and help the team kind of manage all those those extracurricular things going on and those kind of external factors to make sure you got to focus on the team and winning those games, because you guys did win 9 games this year.
Right. So just keeping the team focused, making sure we understood the task at hand. So just knowing that we still got to play football despite all the things that's going on the outside, and what's going on off the field. Just continue to stay focused, stick to what we've been doing all camp throughout camp, and then just going out and playing football at a high level the way that I know we could. So that's all I really did. Just made sure that team stayed focused, and we ended up putting out 9 straight.
Yeah, 9 straight wins and 1,000-yard season for yourself. One of the best receivers in the FCS this past year. But I want to know if you feel that even after such a season like that, do you feel like you've been overlooked a little bit in this process?
I wouldn't say I've been overlooked. I just, I trust God's timing. So if it was meant for me to be that highlighted and be in that spotlight, then I think God would have provided that for me. But I just think, God put me in this position to perform at the HBCU Legacy Bowl and that combine. And I feel as though, people got a chance to see what, FAMU been saying for the past 5 years.
Yeah, for sure. And you've been put on a show. God has allowed you to put on a show not only during FAMU's career, but also when you were at this HBCU Legacy Bowl. So what's some things you learned throughout this process?
Just staying patient. Just staying patient through everything, no matter what it is or those situations. I believe if you stay patient and you wait on your turn, then it'll come. So never giving up on yourself and just staying patient throughout. Anything or any situation that comes at hand.
Yeah. So what is an NFL team? What are they about to get? So you get drafted, you get signed. Tell these NFL teams what they're getting when they sign you, they draft you to their team.
They getting a guy who can do it all on the field. So someone who's gonna bring that winning culture to the team. Someone who's gonna make plays on a consistent basis and make his teammates better. So that's just what I feel as though I could bring to a team, and I'm pretty sure I want to lead us to a Super Bowl and eventually.
Yeah, and FAMU, they have a Hall of Famer. Someone just got inducted into the Hall of Fame from FAMU. Right. So hopefully you can reach those heights too. But before I let you go, I want to end it with some rapid fire questions. Have a little fun before we end the interview.
All right.
So first rapid fire question for you. What's your favorite social media platform?
Instagram.
Okay. What's your go-to cheat meal? I know you don't have a lot of them. I seen you at the Legacy Bowl. Can't run the 4.3, you're not in great shape. But if you do have a cheat meal, what's your go-to?
What's my favorite? Say it one more time.
Cheat meal.
Cheat meal?
Yeah. So like if you're not eating like healthy, your diet, what's your
4 for 4 from Wendy's.
Okay. I like how you said it too. 4 for 4. That's how you say it. That's how you're supposed to say it. So now if you didn't play receiver, what position would you play?
Running back.
I can kind of tell from when you said Chris Johnson that was on your mind. All right, cats or dogs?
Dogs.
That's the right answer. There is a right answer to that one. The rest of these didn't have one. That's the right answer to that one. All right, now is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
Okay. Last question for you. What's your biggest football ick? What really gets on your nerves, grinds your gears, as some people would say?
Just seeing guys who got a lot of talent and they don't try to make the best of their talent.
Yeah, God, they say God blesses people with talent, but God doesn't bless everybody with some work ethic. That's what they say.
Right.
It's clear that you have the work ethic. It showed itself on Saturday at the HBCU Legacy Bowl, and it showed itself during that whole FAMU season. So I just want to thank you for joining me here on HBCU Next, and also best of luck to you in the rest of this process. You're on the rise, and hopefully you reach the top and reach the pinnacle of success.
Thank you. I appreciate it.